One of my personal goals for 2025 was to watch more anime in my spare time instead of just doom scrolling on my phone. And I actually got to finish quite a few, so I want to go over the animes that I watched this year. First one that I watched was Sirius the Jaeger on Netflix. I was a vampire kid, if I'm gonna be honest, so this seemed right up my alley, and honestly I really enjoyed it. It was a nice short one, the animation was very nice, the fight scenes were really cool. Slept on, I think. I have heard no one talking about this anime and more people need to watch it. Japanese Tales of the Macabre is one that I was recommended. I'd never heard of Junji Ito before, but apparently his work is really cool and I can definitely see how. This is an anthology series, so each episode, or even some episodes had 2 episodes within them, were all just different stories, all disconnected from each other. Really interesting. I think this is a very niche one, but if you like very obscure horror, I think it's a fun watch. The episodes are very short and it's only 12 episodes long, so nice and quick. For anyone who doesn't know, I am a bit of a Godzilla fan, so I watched Godzilla Singular Point. This one also got recommended to me by a friend who, when I mentioned I liked Godzilla, they're like, hey, have you seen this? I freaking loved it. It was so good. This might have just been a bit of the fangirl in me, if I'm being honest, but I really enjoyed it. And I also liked that you got to see some kaiju that aren't talked about very much anymore, like Rodan, which is cool. It also introduced me to a new kaiju. I didn't know Jaguar was an actual thing until this. I also went ahead and watched the animated Godzilla movies that were on Netflix as well, and they were so good. Next one I watched was Dorohedoro. I was just looking for a bunch of really short 12 episode or less anime so I could punch through a bunch this year. This one was really goofy, but honestly I really enjoyed it. I didn't realize that it was technically unfinished, and I don't know if there's going to be a second season or not. I really hope there is, because I never got to find out how the story finished. It ended with so many loose ends, so I really hope that they continue with this one, but it's fun. I've also been hopping on the bandwagon with a lot of new animes this year. Normally I'm very late to the game with things, but I've been trying to stay somewhat up to date, so I finally got around to watching Dan to Dan. I watched both season 1 and season 2. It was really weird for the first couple episodes, and I honestly wasn't sure if I would get into it, but I really ended up enjoying it. This one I call ADHD for the eyes. It's literally just shapes and colors TM. There's so much going on the screen at any given point. People are always yelling, but the fights are really cool. The animation in this anime, I don't know what it is, but it feels so unique, and I really, really enjoyed it. It really stood out to me, and it was really just colorful and bright, very fun. I cannot wait for the 3rd season. I hope you get your balls back. Another new one I jumped on for was Kaiju number 8. Right as I finished watching season 1, season 2 came out, thankfully, so I didn't have to sit on a cliffhanger for very long, but this one was so good. Again, I really hope that they do a 3rd season, preferably next year, because this show in particular loves to end on cliffhangers. The season 1 cliffhanger was awful, season 2 was just as bad. But this one's so cool. It reminds me a little bit of a mix between My Hero Academia and One Punch Man. It's got that drama about it with the friend group, really high stakes fight. It feels like the final few seasons of My Hero, but just from the beginning, it's really good. And the final anime I finished this year was another new one, The Apothecary Diaries. This one I honestly wasn't sure if I would like or not. I went into it very skeptical and prepared to drop it, honestly, but I really, really got into it. I would binge multiple episodes of this at a time, which I am not usually someone who watches more than 2 episodes in a sitting, so to watch 4 or 5 of this in a go, you had to pry the TV remote out of my hands to get me to go to bed. It's so good. I really like how you've got just like the really chill, calm side of everything, but then there's also the bit of mystery to it, and then it gets like really intense and really high stakes. I hated a lot of the characters at the beginning, and then I really grew to like them. I definitely cried a few times in the final couple episodes, and I am gripping on my seat for season 2. I'm so excited. So that was all the anime that I watched in 2025. I know a few on my list to get back into. I need to watch the final season of My Hero Academia. I have not caught up on it yet. One I also picked up and dropped very quickly was Guilty Crown. I didn't realize it was so horny. Not really my thing personally. Couple ongoing ones I've got going. I'm watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Never seen it before. It's alright. And I've also started Dead Mount Deathplay. I'm only like 2 or 3 episodes in. It's very fresh, but I'm really enjoying it so far. So let me know what your favorite anime was that you watched this year, and give me some recommendations for good action and or horror animes as well, because my list is always open.